say NPP party now gua. Mumu binti asiye. Me say the blame game has started. Blame game now starting. Recently, Bawumia and thank you Tono. Or make you 1 or 2 comments be. Anna a trendy. Bawumia say time ana oil campaign no or say ya too fuel mo na drivers e complaining. No random say ya too fuel mo. No nya we ya born amane. Now you see, asema Bawumia can no ni yadwin e no kure no nim. But the best na Bawumia kese so ye ni say can resign as vice president. You understand? Ka Bawumia and resign as vice president. Man resign free party, won't resign as vice president. Now why all resign here, not on fighting for the presidential ambition. Ka even why NPP what power crampon can or complain some complaints we are at least can make sense amagama for. But no. When in Bawumia was making you to believe say amamoni ye. Meanwhile, decisions need to wanna take you cry and bona money. Just enough. Or move for Bawumia and na Bawumia a toilet paper more Jubilee House. But one resign. Bawumia kept quiet to watch whatever is going on. Bawumia beka asasem no and they say Dr. Palgrave Boachidankwa, former government spokesperson on governance and security under the Akufo Addo administration, has criticized Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the 2024 presidential candidate of NPP, for attempting to distance himself from the party's failure that led to its defeat in December 7, 2024 general election. I say, blaming others for NPP's defeat is not accountability. And the Otie and Zema Bawumia Kanyina. Right now, no, he is trying to shift all the blame to Nanado. Yes. Time and more power. Oko kana Nanado asema Bawumia be defending. We have performed better. We have done this. We have performed better. We did this. We done that. Sa na editim. Ma free power we too many ho. And then Bawumia is making you to believe say mess no one can and another one a critique. I don't know that's what you are buying. Huh? What you are from for the be a better from for no team. Why don't you distance yourself from those thieves? So one day, you are a better from for now who I bet you anyway investigation about you from for. Now Bawumia is aware of everything. But can do paint it nasi one carry. And no bekasa. You see, Saba Pawi Palgrave Boachidankwa Nipa and the engraved soso. As a move. Nipa and the engraved soso. I say Annie Bawumia Jai say oh blame you. Man for NPP defeat no and your accountability. Speaking as part of his thank you tour, Dr. Bawumia attributed the NPP's electoral loss to several factors, including arrogance of power, high cost of living, failure to reshuffle government officials, e-levy, unpopular haircut, policy under the IMF, debt restructuring. He noted that these issues left many Ghanaians struggling under severe economic pressure. However, Dr. Boachidankwa, in a strongly worded statement, challenged Dr. Bawumia's narrative, describing it as an opportunistic attempt to absolve himself of blame. And you will say, or no one say, Bawumia Namka Sansem Ninano, or person Chin, he don't want to be blamed. Bawumia before election, Kennedy Japan catch them will say, Yem Pagana Fuacho before campaign, 1 T. And even all these statements about Bawumia making in the it should have been apology. Pride, I am ma, wouldn't mean panipacho. Right. I say, as vice president, he had platform to voice dissent or influence policy, but chose not to. Only to later claim opposition when it is suited his political ambitions. The selective distance extends to the domestic debt exchange program, which caused widespread financial distress, including protests by pensioners. He accused Bawumia of selectively distancing himself from the DDEP, which caused widespread financial hardship and sparked protests by pensioners. According to him, Bawumia's failure to publicly address the DDEP's impact, while now implying he was not fully responsible, reeks of opportunism and undermines the administration's collective accountability. Bawumia's failure to publicly address or mitigate DDEP's impact, while now implying he was not fully responsible, reeks of opportunism and undermines the administration's collective accountability. His attempt to shift blame for economic hardship, such as the crippling cost of living crisis and soaring petrol prices, reportedly increased just 3 days before the elections, onto Akufo Addo's leadership is particularly disloyal. They are trying to say Bawumia is not being fair to the government. Bawumia is not being fair with NPP as a political. Make I tell them say NPP party are they omuchiri criticism. Say you criticize you be they hate it. Say what party muna woka party na say mo mumpe. And some Bawumia can you no pray. Bawumia, we don't need this truth at this moment. You knew all this. We didn't make it to look like and then we can cathedral them. You can't tell them say comedy ye nisika. Ghanaians were suffering. People cannot afford anything. You kept quiet. Galamse we did a lot of challenges also. Ye palmacho Ghana for soon one fee. Now wonin na ponam Kumasi sasifia. Eboa samia ukudum na nabinum Justin Koduanum na makofa guru ende odemenekare bemo adebechi kimpaluta adebechi asamuajan yewu na moye sana yewu na moye sana yewu sa. Since October, November, December na mudi sasifia nyame na shiraye na ashiwu nyame ashira mo NPP for mo power na ahye Ghana for ne nyina chi na ehwe mudi yesi ye 27 ye be kire mo nyansa wasa sisifia wi and then obeka kire se na niam amunye se ye oden time esa sisifia we told you are still the vice president, fix the problem that be unam no sasifia woni na po na posu nam din samanfo atem and then Kwame Nkrumah de bechi no di atamil satem ade bechi no ni Nyankopon fight otumfo tu no fu wie ya Jubilee Park Kumasi wa godidi Nkrumah atem sa na posu kan mi na musuye tino MPP no munyina contribute because mu bi no kure wanka and edi mo abedu ha ne munya hunhwi opposition de be che why